This is a new formula developed from the existing formula for finding or balancing equation, of combustion of hydrocarbons using one variable. The existing one is about two variables, x and y, but I decided to convert it to a single variable n. Though the already existing formula for balancing equation of combustion of hydrocarbons can be used for all families of hydrocarbons, be it saturated or unsaturated. But the derived one, the one I derived, I name it Talontan'S formula. Today 38th of November 2020. So I decided to break down the already existing formula such that we have a formula for each of the hydrocarbons family. This is the one that will balance any alkane undergoing combustion reaction where N is greater than or equals to 1, which is true for all alkanes, which is the saturated hydrocarbon. This is the one for unsaturated hydrocarbon alkane with general molecular formula CnH2n, where N is greater than or equals to 2. And also for alkyne with general molecular formula CnH2n-2 with N greater than or equals to 2. So all we need to do now is, if you want to balance any of these hydrocarbons, just insert the value of N to wherever N is, and it will balance it automatically. So let's go and see one or two examples on balancing the equations that have to do with this for a start, to test the authenticity of my formula named Talontan'S formula. I want to balance the combustion reaction of saturated hydrocarbon C4H10 which I know will give me carbon 4 oxide gas and gaseous water. Okay, now it is obvious that this is saturated and the value of N is this number of atoms of carbon. Please take note of that. Your N in each of the formulae is the carbon atoms. So you don't have any business with the hydrogen atom. So once you know the number of carbon there, so that's your N. Now what do? Do not forget that for oxygen is 3N plus 1 over 2. So just insert 4 into this. That will be 3 into bracket 4 plus 1 over 2. And that will give us what? 13 over 2. So that means I will put 13 over 2 here. For carbon 4 oxide, the coefficient is N in my formula. So that means N is what? 4. I'll just put 4 here. For water, coefficient is N plus 1. So definitely I will just say 4 plus 1 because N is 4. That will be what? 5. And you just put 5. So you have balanced the equation. Let's try it for unsaturated. Now, the unsaturated with 4 carbon atom, that is C4H8, which is for alkane. Now, our N is still 4 because our N, do not forget, is the number of carbon in the formula, in the hydrocarbon that is undergoing combustion. So, for oxygen, in my formula, Talontan'S formula, the coefficient of oxygen is 3n/2. If you go and check, so all you need to do, that will be 3 into bracket 4/2, which is 12/2, and that will be 6. So I'll just put 6 here. For carbon 4 oxide, its own coefficient is n, and that will just be what? 4. While for H2O, its own coefficient is n also. That is for alkane, and that will also be what? 4. So I'll just put 4 here. So I'll balance it. If you check, this is 13 oxygen, 4 times 2, 8, plus 5, that's 13. Hydrogen, 10, 5 times 2, 10. 4 carbon, 4 carbon. Then if you come here, 4 carbon, 4 carbon, oxygen 6 times 2, that's 12. 4 times 2, 8, plus 4, that's 12. Hydrogen is 8 here, 4 times 2, 8.